You guys doing today? So a quick hair product review, I should say. This is basically shampoo and conditioner. Um, this purple one is the shampoo and the white one is the conditioner, basically for thinning hair. Now, as you can tell, the bottle is relatively small for both of them. Let me take off the cap so you guys have a rough idea. Technically, how much each product, each of the, oops, sorry guys. Um, so there you go. So basically, it would be somewhere up till here. So, and that's the same applies to that one as well. So now, personally speaking, I would not use this for the sake of the price and the amount that you are getting. So technically speaking, both of them had this white thing in there. I'm assuming it's to stop the amount of product to come out, but there is a hole in there. I had to take it out of that one, but I will explain to you guys why. So now, for the amount of product and the size of this, I don't think the price is reasonable or is reasonable. So the reason being that is I think this is relatively expensive to begin with. I think it was like 30 bucks even after I used the coupons at Hormones, I believe. Now, I wouldn't be able to say that if the product itself is worth it because this is the only bottle I've used so far. But I personally don't want to buy this product again, and as you guys didn't already know, it is for thinning hair, personally speaking. So now one for $30 each, not even both. This is before I use the coupons at Hormones. Hormones normally have a coupon. I don't know if it's that a popular store, but it pretty much has a lot of like hair products, skincare products, stuff like that. Yeah, and then like wipes, anything that you want, like pretty much you can get it in there for the most part, I should say. You don't necessarily need to get something like this. It also sells like straighteners, combs, brushes, things along those lines as well. Now back to this product. Yeah, so one is that for the amount of product that is in there, I don't think the money price is justifiable. Number two, the reason why some of these hair related products or anything in general which is really popular in demand and somewhat saturated, like the weight loss teas, um anything that's related to frizzy hair, hair fall, stuff like that, they tend to be a little bit higher priced. Why? Because first of all, the demand is high and they know that people will buy the products regardless of the price, and especially if they can't afford it. If they even can, some people do prefer to get in debt for whatever reason. I don't know why. Now, I personally, my mom was the one who bought this before anybody says anything to me. I normally don't like using something that is expensive and something like this, that is not going to be worth the amount that will come into play. Now, the other part to this is that why I don't think the price is justifiable is because when I'm putting it on my hair, normally when I put in shampoo and conditioner, I don't have to use crazy amount of product to cover up. I normally would have, I only put these on my scalp, both the shampoo and conditioner. And for the conditioner part, I normally would put another conditioner on my, from like ears below. So this is more of like the scalp. So anything hair that is close to the scalp up to my ears will very much covered with the shampoo and conditioner as well. But with these two, I had to use a lot, because it would only cover up a small section. And normally with, especially with the shampoos, I don't have to use as much compared to how much I had to use this one. Again, which is not worth the money because that means I'm already using a lot of the product in one wash, which I again don't feel like for the amount of bottle that I'm getting. If I'm expecting something that's that high of a price, I want to get it a bigger bottle and something that I don't have to waste so much product in one shower. And that's another reason as why I feel like the people wanting to come back to buy more products of there, because normally obviously you're not gonna figure out how if it works for you within like a few uses. Something like this you will have to use for like a couple months. Normally they recommend 4 to 6 months just to see the results with the hair. um in this case, if you're actually following that protocol and trying to use 4 to 6 months, you are shelling out so much money already, because I've used this 5 times, realistically speaking, and I'm already out of it. And the only reason I was able to make it to 5 times was because I was ended up mixing with other shampoos and conditioner that I am using. So I actually can't tell you how the result on my hair is because of this. So yeah. Anybody who have used it, please go ahead and comment down below if it actually did work for you, if you have used it a longer period of time. Another thing which pissed me off is that, again, for the price range, I completely hate how the bottles are, and how the consistency of the conditioner and shampoo and conditioner is, because this out of the shampoo, the one that's still in there, it will come out a little bit, and I will have a hard time taking out from the conditioner with that, whatever that thing is in there. So I have to take it out from the conditioner, and I will still have somewhat of an issue coming out of the bottle to use to put on my hair. So that's another thing. I hate how they have made it really hard to take out the products. So that's another thing. I generally never hated a product, whether that's skincare, makeup, hair care, to the point where I just didn't want to use it after using it for the first try, or while I'm using it for the first time. And Foligain is one of them, honestly speaking. And this is it's outrageous, honestly speaking. I don't have to be spending so much money just for having difficulty taking it out of the bottle, and then for the amount that I normally put on my scalp, regardless of what shampoo conditioner I have ever used. This one I have to use this so much more, which is ridiculous. And then the amount of, and then finishing matte early. I actually don't want to waste my money on it, and I have to pay so much for this, for both the shampoo and conditioner. If I have to pay that much, I want at least the bottle to be of better quality, so I don't have issues of taking the product out of the bottle itself, and for the bottle to be a little bit bigger. Honestly, if Foligain has to work on anything, it has to be mainly those two. And then afterwards, obviously, like I always mention, not everybody can use the same exact product in their hair care, skincare regimen, because not everybody's skincare and hair care will work like the next person. We all have different hair types, scalp types, prosperity, and stuff like that. So keeping that in mind, yes, I would know that not everybody would work when it comes to Foligain, but then at the same time, if we really have to shell out this much money, I personally feel like we need to do better on what we're getting out of it. So I have obviously majority of the bottles that we normally buy for a lot less than these two combined. Like even for one price of a bottle, I could easily get a few products, which is a lot bigger in size and can last me a while. I mean, with the conditioner, it's going to be a little bit quicker. So, like, for every one shampoo, a bottle, 2 conditioners, obviously, like, that's just a general rule of thumb. I will still be able to get a lot more with the price I've paid for one of these, and it will last me way longer. So, in my personal opinion, Foligain is no. Even if I use it for a couple months and it works out, I'm still not gonna use it because it's too much money, guys. And for how much it's worth, it's not worth using it, honestly speaking. It's just, I think in this case, it's really more of I think it's more in favor of Foligain when in terms of economics and business. Um, the supply demand chain with demand and supply chain. Um, it works more in favor of Foligain, honestly speaking. If you got that money that you can just shell out and splurge like there's no tomorrow without thinking twice, I mean, go for it, try it out. But I don't want to do that. Honestly speaking, I don't want to shell out and splurge on these type of things, knowing very well that it's gonna finish really quick. I will prefer how my typical shampoo conditioner is that it lasts me a while. I want something like this too for Foligain. But clearly they know there's a huge demand for it and they know people will shell out money, so it is what it is. Go ahead and comment down below if you had used Foligain beforehand so I know what your experience is. Other than that, I will be linking down both my Instagram pages down below. Make sure to follow them, hit the subscribe button, the bell button. I'll be back for more. Stay safe and stay tuned, guys.